Hi guys, welcome to Stealing Licks. My name is David from DG Sessions, and today we're going to be taking a look at a Brad Paisley country lick from his tune called Online. Here's the lick, and then we'll take a look at how to play it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play that for you fast, then slow, and then I'm going to get the tab up on the screen so you can see how to play it and join in with me. So here's the lick. One more time fast. It's not easy to hear in the tune, so I'm going to play it again slow. Okay, so I'm going to get the tab up on the screen and I'm going to explain how we're going to play this together. Right, first of all, we have a bend on the second fret of the G. Now this is a bend from 2 to 4. So get used to doing that with I'm using my second finger here. You don't need to rush that bend. It's something that Brad does quite a lot. He'll delay his bends. He'll almost wait to the very last second in order to keep it in time. So just don't be afraid to sort of really milk that bend for all it's worth. Bend that up. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the middle finger of my picking hand to pluck that open high E string. The reason I'm doing that is just to add a little bit of a country twang to it. It's perfectly fine to use your pick and just pluck that as, but I like the twang that you get from using the middle finger on the picking hand. So it just gives it a little bit more pop, a little bit more twang, and just makes it feel just that little bit more authentic country sound. So bend the 2 on the G, hit the open high E string with your middle finger, and then pay attention here, you need to pick each of these 2 notes. So 3 on the B, then 1 on the B. Don't be tempted to do a pull off there. It's definitely 2 picked notes. And the contrast between the picked notes in the first half of the lick and the pull offs in the second half of the lick are what makes it really interesting. So that's what we're after there. Make sure you get short, sharp bursts of each note there. Get used to playing that first half. Bend the 2, middle finger on the high E, 3 on the B, 1 on the B, and then back to the 2. Don't bend this time. So just get looping that round. Once you get that up to a fairly decent speed, you can move on to the next half of the lick, which is this series of pull-offs. Now, this is a trick that Brad uses quite a lot in his playing. This idea of taking chord tones and various notes from the scale and just pulling off to open strings. It sounds great and it works really well in this context. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull off first fret on the B to the open string. So every single one of these pull-offs is to the open string. So first fret on the B, then second fret on the G, then second fret on the D, then second fret on the A. So that little lick there. One more time. Just get used to it again, just like we did in the first half. You don't have to race to get the speed up just at the beginning. Take it slow to begin with, get it nice and smooth. Then as you get happier with it, get more comfortable. And once we've done that, we're going to hit the 3rd fret on the A and slide up to the D. Okay, so here's the lick all the way through, slowly. And a little bit quicker. One more time fast. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at what we can use that for and why I've put the chords at the top there. You'll notice at the beginning I put a C major over that first half of the lick, and then for that last note where we slide up to the 5th fret, I've put a D5, like a D chord there. These are the 2 chords that Brad's playing this particular lick over the top of. If you look at the pull-off section that we're doing, it's very clear that he's trying to outline kind of like a C major scale there that he's just playing through. So he's going from C major to D major. Now, if you wanted to use this in a different context, a really good thing to do, because he's only just sliding from that C to the D, the first half of the lick kind of works almost exclusively over a C major. So you need to play that over a C major, but you can also go to any other chord afterwards. So let's say you're going from C to D, that's how Brad's done it. But let's say you wanted to go from C to G. Let's say that was your chord progression. You'd play exactly the same lick, but finish it with a G note instead of sliding into that D there. Again, likewise for like an A minor. Anything like that. You know, just pay attention to the chord you're going to at the end of that C major lick. So it's mostly a C major kind of thing, but you can play it in any key that has a C major chord in it. So if you're going from a C major chord to any other chord, start the lick with the C major, and then slide from the C note to wherever you want to go. In this case, D, or into an E minor maybe. All of these ideas are going to work. But that's a big part of Brad's playing. It's all about following chord progressions and going from a lick that will work over one chord to the next one and following the changes. So start with that C major pattern and then build it and learn to find your way from the C major to another different chord. So let's say you were doing the C major to an E minor. You know, you can go to another lick once you've done that. So, you know, this idea of pulling off chord tones into... It's a very Brad Paisley idea. When you incorporate the hybrid picking as well, you get this kind of... You know, you can start using that and start playing around with those ideas. Nice and short, sweet one this week, and hopefully you're going to enjoy it. But I'll catch you next time. Enjoy some country picking. See you soon.